Imagine I gave you this task. Fill in the bubbles. Of course, keep it school appropriate. The things that the kittens are saying. What is that called? Hello and welcome to Lesson 10, Dialogue. Well, it's called dialogue. That's what we're talking about today. Dialogue is a literary technique in which writers employ two or more characters to be engaged in conversation with each other. In literature, it is a conversational passage or a spoken or written exchange of conversation in a group or between two persons directed towards a particular subject. In other words, peeps be talking, yo. Dialogue adds pizzazz. In this example, Alexis and Dylan were in a fight. Alexis was hungry and wanted to go out to eat. She was frustrated that Dylan did not know where he wanted to go eat. Dylan was being indecisive. There's no dialogue there. Now here's some dialogue. Dylan, I'm starving. Just pick someplace, Alexis shouted at her boyfriend. Dylan didn't even look at her. He was playing Call of Duty. Whatever, Alexis, he said. I told you I don't care where we go. Great, Dylan, she began. I'll make reservations for two at the I Don't Care restaurant. I heard they opened one over on 3rd Street. He was just as tired of her sarcasm as she was of his indecisiveness. Notice how dialogue adds pizzazz and interest to the story. Here are some things that good dialogue should do. It should follow some simple grammatical rules. Dialogue should be enclosed within quotation marks. These are quotation marks. Each new line of dialogue is indented, meaning you hit that tab button. And a new paragraph should be started every time a new person is speaking. It should be short. Long, wordy passages of dialogue might seem like a good way to get information across, but they can be tedious for the reader. It should communicate character information. Good dialogue lets the reader know something about the person speaking it. It should be broken up with action. People don't typically stop everything when they talk. They fidget. They keep washing the dishes. They pace. Don't forget that your characters aren't static. So you decide which passage is using dialogue better. Suleiman usually didn't see the need to speak up in class, but Joshua wouldn't let up on the idea that Meek Mill was the most talented artist ever. Dude, chill, Suleiman barked over the mic. Sorry, man. It's just that I really respect Meek, Joshua apologized. It's okay, Suleiman began. Just don't forget about Britney Spears next time. She's contributed just as much to the music world as that Mill guy. Let's compare it to the next passage. Jennifer and Megan were in line for the movies. They talked about their day at school while they waited. One, please, Jennifer said when it was just Jennifer's turn at the ticket window. Next, Megan walked up to the window. As she took out her wallet, she said, one, please, and handed over her debit card. They walked into the lobby, and the guy ripping tickets took their tickets and said, thank you, ladies. Theater 4 on your right. The dialogue on the left is demonstrating an interaction between two characters. We're learning a lot about them. They use slang, and they're expressing an opinion. The passage on the right, we don't need to hear them saying, one, please, at the movie theater. I want to know more about, they're talking about their day. That would be the useful dialogue. So here are a few dialogue don'ts. Don't go overboard with backstory. You should never use dialogue to tell the readers things your characters already know. Don't use too much dialogue. Your readers don't need to know everything that your characters say, word for word. Dialogue should be chosen carefully. Don't try to be too realistic. Our actual speech wouldn't make great dialogue. We say and a lot. We trail off in the middle of sentences. We change subjects without warning. Good dialogue should approximate real speech, not mimic it. Can you determine what's wrong here? Aaron and Logan had been friends for years. They were on a walk in the park when a clown approached them with balloons. Ever since I was a child, I have been scared of clowns. A few years ago, at your birthday, you saw how much I cried at the clown making balloon animals, Aaron responded. Yes, yeah. Cool story, Aaron, Logan responded. We are on a walk in the park. There was a cart selling ice cream, and they walked over to it. I will take 400 strawberry cones, please, Logan responded to the man at the cart. Are you sure, kid? The man responded. We're getting information and backstory that the characters already know in the dialogue. If Aaron was at the birthday party and Logan was at the birthday party, they both know what happened. They don't need to rehash that so we can learn about it as readers. Bad use of dialogue. In summary, good dialogue helps to develop characters and convey the plot of a story. You are now ready to answer the questions below the video.